Afternoon, Antonio. Thank you for going us to base tells us a bit about your background and professional experience what leads to specialization in economic analysis and historical research.
Good afternoon, Roberto. Thank you for having me. My interest in economic analysis began at university, but it was during a research project on corruption in Peru from the late 19th century that I realized how important is to connect historical process with the current issues. Saying how political decisions made more than a century ago still impact today's economic led me to combine both approach and delve deeper into the country's economic story.
That's so very interesting. How do you apply that approach in your academic work?
In each essay or report, I try to structure the content based on historical evidence and academic standards such as AP format. I use primary sources like official documents and all newspapers and relate them to current economic studies. I also make sure every argument is backed by concrete data, or so the analysis is strong both historical can and technology.
It's clear you have rigorous approach. What skill do you consider essential in your work?
I think meticulous escape. I like being organized, building ideas step by step, and refining every detail. I also find it easy to incorporate feedback from my professor, which help me constantly improve. Another important skill is linguistic precision, both in Spanish and English, which allow me to express complex ideas clearly and coherently.
Along your academic journey, was there been a project or achievement that stand out?
Yes, one that relies thought out was collaborate on a project that analyzed institutional decision making from historical and economic perspective. I contributed my critical perspective and took part in discussion space with other students, saying our proposal evolved into viable ideas was very rewarding. I will also managed to refine my bilingual technical writing, which has inspired my academic opportunities.
Outside the academic work, how do you manage your personal well-being?
I try to balance my intellectual activities with my routine that give me mental clarity. I like going to for walk, reflecting and disconnecting from studying so I can return with more energy. I also use planning techniques like breaking tasks into exercise and setting a specific time for each activity. That balance between disciplines that help me a lot of.
Let's talk about collaboration. How do you perform in environment that require teamwork?
I really enjoy collaborating in courses where ideas are exchanged. I reflect, participate, listening to other perspectives, enrich my analysis, and help me identify aspects I may not have considered. I also try to confirm my strengths, structured writing, critical analysis, and historical insight. I believe learning should be a collective effort.
And how has bilingual work influenced your development?
I really enjoy collaborating in courses where ideas are exchanged. I reflect, participate, listening to other perspectives, enrich my analysis, and help me identify aspects I may not have considered. I also try to confirm my strengths, structured writing, critical analysis, and historical insight. I believe learning should be a collective effort.
Let's think what short and medium term goals. How do you set?
In the short term, I want to continue refining my technical and linguistic skill. I also interested in exploring regional corruption process in Peru more deeply and how they connect to current economic practice. In the medium term, I like to participate in disciplinary projects that link stories, economics, and public policies, and continue contributing to collaborate space where critical thinking is valued.
Excellent, Antonio. Thank you for sharing your experience and insight. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I wish you might succeed in your future academic and professional endeavors.
Thank you, Roberto. The pleasure was mine.